This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 786, 5 Steps to Chill Out Overheated Relationships by Ingrid Y Helander of Ingrid Y Helander, LMFT.com. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new week of ORD. I am your host, Greg Audino, and I am happy to have you here with me today. Because before I get into the post, I do want to happily announce that the first part of our free online mastermind program launches today. If you go to oldpodcast.com/join, you can register and join our community's newest venture. By registering to join, you will have an opportunity to do a lot of things. You'll have an opportunity to make friends and meet like-minded people as you all tackle different challenges related to wellness. Now, to start off, each week we will offer a new enjoyable challenge that will help you grow in different ways. From now through October alone, we will be offering challenges to help you create a roadmap for your goals, track your finances, better your relationship with social media, and a whole lot more. There is a lot to be had in there, everyone. It is free. There is no commitment required. Just a great opportunity to further connect with the OLD team members like myself, other listeners, and give and get support while you all tackle challenges that will help you to optimize your lives in various ways. Again, I highly encourage you all to join, and you can do so by going to oldpodcast.com/join, oldpodcast.com/join. Hope to see you all in there. It is going to be one f***ing of a time. Excuse my language. And now, everyone, let's do what we came here to do. Equally as exciting as our mastermind is the work of Ingrid Y Helander. She's offered us another wonderful article for today, so let's see what she has to say and start optimizing your life. 5 Steps to Chill Out Overheated Relationships by Ingrid Y Helander of Ingrid Y Helander, LMFT.com. When a series of irritable interactions happen, you probably wish that you and your partner could just calm down. I've been a couples therapist for nearly 20 years now. One detail I often share in therapy is that couples communication is incredibly subtle and quick. Couples have a special radar for the smallest cue of a potential negative reaction, and once things heat up, it's hard to calm down. The tiniest sniff, shift, or smirk can enrage a partner, even if it has nothing to do with them. In all this time, no one has ever argued my point. Couples always grin and shake their heads. Yes, sometimes it takes next to nothing to bug your beloved. My husband and I go through this too. Having been together for 37 years, it's no wonder. What I notice is that we'll get in a little negative communication trend, what I might call an overheated period, in which we are especially sensitive or touchy. Summer vacations seem to be especially ripe for these moments. We're usually tired, excited, a little financially stretched, off schedule, and spending a whole lot of extra time together. I'm not suggesting that couples or friends should just avoid conflict, but there are times when the energy between you is so reactive, no good conversation can happen. For those times, here are some tried and true methods straight from couples therapy that really work to push the reset button and move forward with some peace. The first step is always to slow down and breathe. Just take a moment to move, if you can, and stop what you are doing or saying. Let your partner know that you just need a second to collect yourself. I realize this is easier said than done, but if you can agree to a safe escape plan before you get into an argumentative mood, you will both understand that it is a good calming tool rather than a way to avoid or disregard the other. Next, acknowledge to yourself that maybe it is both of you. I know that every part of you probably believes it really is him or her, but just for a second, take a breath and own that perhaps you might have just the slightest bit to do with the interactions you are having. Trust me, when you own 100% of your part in a relationship, you'll have a lot more power for what happens within it. After you've slowed down and shifted your attention inward, you open the possibility that you can learn from whatever is happening. Now, learning something about yourself has become your win. From this perspective, as a fellow human being, see if you can feel a bit of love toward your partner. If it's genuinely possible, offer your loved one of these 3 gifts: patience, curiosity, or compassion. I don't care which one, as long as you can sincerely feel even a tiny bit of any of these characteristics. Here are a few of the countless ways an exchange based upon these qualities might sound. I see that you are hurting. I'm calmer now and can get a little curious about what is most hurtful for you. I feel a little stuck and frustrated when I really just want to feel loved and understood. I imagine you might feel the same way. Let's try to get on the same side. I really feel confused right now by both of our emotions. How about we take a few moments when I can get clear about what I need and open up to hear more about your thoughts as well? I'm sorry. This is a familiar fight we're in. I bet you feel it too. I love you, you know. Listen, I'm a little upset, and I can see you're feeling some strong feelings too. Maybe we hit a nerve, huh? When you have a second to yourself, take a deep, calming breath and notice what you feel like in your body or what you hear yourself say in your mind. I encourage you to get enough space from this feeling to be able to feel or hear it as just a part of you, rather than the whole. This part of you, too, needs some loving care. If, for example, you hear yourself say that your partner is being selfish, rather than focusing on your partner's selfishness, focus towards the part of you that feels harmed by selfishness. What is the pain this part of you feels? Sometimes parts of us hold very deep feelings about not being acceptable or enough. You might learn that you have a part that feels deeply disappointed and unloved or unlovable. Early life experiences influence the development of our personalities. Don't be surprised when you examine these deeper parts of yourself if you feel very young. See if you can notice what age you feel. This may be when you developed this part of you that holds hurt feelings. It may feel in the moment that it would just be easier to be angry with your loved one and blame them for these feelings. However, in the long run, what you learn about your own reaction, your feelings and beliefs, and the parts of you that hold these deeper sensations will create a springboard for improved communication and self-confidence. This is the gift of conflict. Not how we can change the other, but what we can learn about ourselves. After you do all this, you now have genuine options about how to proceed. With your nervous system calmed, your mind is freer to think. With your emotions heard by you, you are in a better position to share without shaming. When you acknowledge young parts of your personality that may be taking over the conversation, you can have a more mature, clear, and present-day conversation. Now, you can do what feels the kindest to both of you. You may want to ask if you could share with your partner what is happening for you. Or you could ask if there is anything your partner would like to share with you about how they are feeling. I'll share one more tidbit from couples therapy. When a couple is able to really slow down and get curious about what is happening inside themselves, rather than just defending against the other, they generally want nearly the same thing. Take a moment and imagine that you and your dearest may want the same thing, like to be heard and loved, but you have been going about it in the wrong way. I will guarantee you that at first you will feel very awkward chilling out in these ways. So see if you can practice together with a little humor and lightheartedness. If you've been in a long-term relationship, let's face it, you've probably practiced arguing plenty. Why not give calm connection a try? You just listened to the post titled 5 Steps to Chill Out Overheated Relationships by Ingrid Y Helander of Ingrid Y Helander, LMFT.com. More wonderful content from Ingrid. Thank you to her for sharing with us yet again. This is a really wonderful piece for not only highlighting the value of communication, as we love to do on the show, but exploring how it can exist in many ways and how we can specifically alter our language to encourage good communication. I really enjoyed what she said about how in the midst of heated arguments, it's very rare that we don't have a common goal we're trying to achieve. To me, this is something that is extremely important to remember, yet also very easy to forget. Anytime we are in opposition with someone, whether it's in a romantic relationship or arguing with an uncle about politics over Thanksgiving dinner, the need to stand our ground and not be wronged often leads us to forget that both parties do want the same thing. And if we can consciously shift into unity by offering our opponents respect and willingness to listen, well, things are much more likely to turn out for the best. Okay, folks, now that is going to do it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Be sure to register for our new online program, as I mentioned in the beginning, at oldpodcast.com/join. And I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you tomorrow over here for another episode of ORD, where your optimal life awaits.